If you have names, email address, or phone numbers that need cleaning, you do not always need a formula. Flash Fill can look at one example you type and continue the same pattern down the column. Flash Fill is useful for quick, one-time cleanup when your data follows a clear pattern. You can use it to split text, combine text from nearby columns, extract parts of a value, or reformat how a value looks. For a one-time task, it can avoid writing formula such as left, right, mid, or concat. The important thing to remember is that Flash Fill creates normal value. It does not create formula, so the results will not update automatically if the original data changes later. You will learn 3 ways to use Flash Fill. First, I will show you the Flash Fill command on the Data tab. Then, we will use the Ctrl+E keyboard shortcut. And finally, I will show you another visual method where you drag the fill handle down and choose Flash Fill from the autofill option. Start with your source data in column A and leave a blank column beside it for the result. Here, column A contains full names such as Sarah Johnson, Mark Evans, Linda Carter, David Wilson, and Emily Brown. In B2, type Sarah as the example result. Before you run Flash Fill, your next blank cell directly below that example should be active. For the ribbon method, click B3, then go to Data tab. In Data Tools group, click Flash Fill. Excel compares the examples in B2 with the source value in A2. Recognize that you want the first name and fill the remaining result with Mark, Linda, David, and Emily. This method is useful if you prefer clicking commands, and it also helps you remember exactly where Flash Fill is located on the ribbon. Before you click the command, double check that the active cell is directly below your example. Now, use the same name list with the keyboard shortcut. Type Sarah in B2 and press Enter. Click B3 directly below the example, then press Ctrl+E. Excel fills the rest of the column using the same pattern. The result is the same as the ribbon method, but the shortcut is convenient when you use Flash Fill frequently. Keep your data in one continuous list because blank rows can interrupt the pattern and may cause Flash Fill to stop early. There is also another way to use Flash Fill with the fill handle. Start again with Sarah in B2. Select B2, then point to the small square in the lower right corner of the selected cell. This is the fill handle, which is the thin black plus sign. Drag the fill handle down through B6 and release the mouse. At first, Excel may simply copy Sarah's into cells below. That's okay. After you finish dragging, click Autofill option button that appears beside the fill range. From the menu, choose Flash Fill. Excel now use Sarah as the example instead of simply copying it. It recognizes the pattern from the full name column and changes the result to Mark, Linda, David, and Emily. This method takes a few more steps, but it can be useful for beginners because you can see the fill operation first and then choose Flash Fill from the available fill option. The first example extracted first names. You can use the same idea for last names. Beside Sarah Johnson, type Johnson and press Enter. Select the next blank cells and press Ctrl E. Excel fills Evans, Carter, Wilson, and Brown below it. Be careful with inconsistent names. In this example, the full name contains only first name and last name. If some name contains middle name, Excel may need more examples. Flash Fill can also combine values. If one column contains Sarah, Mark, Linda, David, and Emily, and the next contains Johnson, Evans, Carter, Wilson, and Brown, type Sarah Johnson in the first full name result cell. Select the next blank cell and press Ctrl E. Excel follows that structure and fills the remaining full names. This works well for one-time cleanup, but use a formula instead if the source names may change later. For email address, Flash Fill can extract only the part you need. Beside sarah.johnson@example.com, type sarah.johnson and press Enter to move to the next blank cell. Then press Ctrl E. Excel recognizes that you want the text before the @ symbols and fills the remaining usernames. You can also use Flash Fill to reformat phone numbers. If the source value is 555-123-4567, type 555-123-4567. Select the next blank cell and press Ctrl E. Excel applies that pattern to the remaining phone numbers. This creates a new value with the formatting you typed. It does not change the number format setting of the original cells. One more limitation is important. Flash Fill results are static values. If Flash Fill extracts Mark from Mark Evans and you later change the source name to Emma Evans, the result will stay Mark until you run Flash Fill again. If the result must stay connected to changing source data, use a formula instead. So, which Flash Fill method should you use? If you prefer visible ribbon comments, use Data Tool, and Flash Fill. If you want a quick keyboard shortcut, select the next result cell and press Ctrl plus E. And if you prefer working with the mouse, you can drag the fill handle down. Open autofill option and choose flash fill. All three methods are designed to give Excel the same pattern-based result. The main difference is how you tell Excel to perform the flash fill. Remember the main idea. Give Excel a clear example, start in the next blank cell, and run flash fill. It is especially useful for splitting, combining, extracting, and reformatting consistent data when you only need a one-time cleanup. Continue improving your Excel data skills with the Working with Data in Excel playlist, or watch the next recommended tutorial. Subscribe to XcelTips for more simple, practical Excel lessons.